you must understand forex. What is forex? Foreign exchange. Foreign exchange. What is foreign exchange? It is basically in the form of hard currency what we have with us, what our central bank has with us, has with itself. RBI के पास whatever RBI has in the form of hard currency. What is hard currency? Currency which is acceptable in majority parts of the world. Okay, dollar is a hard currency for that matter. Clear that? So gold also acceptable, hard currency. SDR. SDR means special drawing rights. जैसे हर country की currency, every country has one currency that is called, in India it is called rupee, America it is called dollar, okay, Japan it is called yen, okay, Britain it is called pound, okay, that is called the currency of that particular country, okay. World Bank also gives us some amount of money which we can draw anytime from the World Bank, and that is calculated in terms of SDR, special drawing right. World Bank will not say you have 1 million rupees, you can take 1 million rupee from us. World Bank says you will have this much SDR. So SDR is also a type of hard currency because World Bank gives every country the SDR. I will also tell you the SDR when I will teach you international institutions. When I will teach you IMF, I'll also teach you there what is SDR, what does the SDR means. Clear? So this foreign exchange, what is the source? You just write it quickly. Source of foreign exchange in our country. And you also will see that we have highest foreign exchange currently. Why we have that? I'll also tell you the same thing. Okay. What is the source of forex? First of all, what is the main source of forex? Trade. Trade means import or export. If we import things, we have to give out rupees. So how does that increase forex? When we export commodities, we will get back dollars. Okay, we will get back foreign currency. Suppose I export wheat to USA. Suppose I will get in turn what is called as dollars. Okay, because if I import something, if I am buying something, import means buy and export means sell. It is only the consumer is outside the country. Export means you are selling something to outside the country consumers. So by export you get forex. By export of commodities you get forex. The first source for forex is export. Okay. What is the second source? What is the second source? Second source is basically foreign tourism. Foreign tourists. Okay, if foreign tourists are coming to our country, they will first of all go for a exchange counter and they will exchange their dollars for rupees. Or their currency, whatever be their currency, they will exchange it for rupees. Clear? So foreign tourists also bring in the forex. Clear that? Then foreign investors, those investors who are from abroad and investing in India, where will they get rupee from? They will invest in the form of dollars. RBI will convert their dollars into rupees through its various counters, exchange counters. Okay. So basically second is foreign investors. Another source of forex, foreign investors. Okay. Then there is basically people who are residing abroad, earning abroad, but then sending some of their earned income to their people back home. Okay. Suppose my cousin works in America, he sends me $100. Okay, what will I do with those $100? He will send it through proper route, through banks. Bank will itself convert those dollars into rupees and then give me that much rupees and deposit those dollars with RBI. Clear that? So basically this is called foreign remittance. Remittance means those Indian people who are working abroad, earning abroad and sending money back home. That is called foreign remittance. That is called foreign remittance. Foreign remittances. You know, India has highest amount of influx of dollars in terms due to foreign remittances. Okay, in India, highest basically influx of dollars is due to foreign remittances. Clear? Foreign remittance. Then also the last way of getting forex is borrowings from abroad. Borrowings from abroad. Borrowings from abroad. Borrowings from abroad. borrowings from abroad, also known as ECB, external commercial borrowings, also known as ECB, external commercial borrowings, external commercial borrowings. So this is basically incoming or outgoing? This is basically influx or inflow. So how does the outflow of forex take place? Outflow of forex takes place in what ways? Yes? If we basically, instead of exports, we import. If we import anything from America, we will pay them in rupee. Will they accept in rupee? They will accept either, or we have to convert it into dollars and then pay it to them. Otherwise, I have to go to the exchange counter, I have to exchange my rupee for dollars, then I have to send those dollars to abroad. Clear? So basically, due to import, basically outflow of dollars take place. Okay. Now, some Indian people go and go to see the Eiffel Tower. Okay. Indian tourists going abroad. Indian tourists going abroad. Okay. Instead of foreign investors, Indian investors investing abroad, though very less. Indian investors investing abroad, though very less in number. Okay. Indian investors abroad. Indian investors abroad. Indian investors abroad. Okay. Then foreign investment comes to our country. If a foreign investor comes to country, he brings in dollars. But what if he withdraws the investment? He takes out dollars. Okay. Withdrawal of foreign investment. Okay. Next is withdrawal of foreign investment. 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 Okay. Then also sometimes lending to a foreigner. Suppose this is external commercial borrowing. We are not now borrowing. Lending to foreigner also leads to outflux, though very, very less. Lending to borrower. Last point, lending to foreigner. Lending to foreigner. Lending to foreigner. That also leads to basically outflow of the dollar. Even one more thing leads to outflow of dollar, that is called debt servicing. That is called foreign debt servicing. Foreign debt servicing. Understand the concept of debt servicing first. Okay. Suppose I have taken $1,000 loan from USA. Means I have incurred debt. I am a debtor now. USA is a creditor. They have credited 1,000 to my account. I have to pay it in installments. In installments, I have to pay the money back. Plus, I have to pay the interest. This payment of EMIs, payment of interest on the debt, this is called a debt servicing. Means I am consistently servicing my debt. I am consistently basically reducing the debt by paying the timely installments and EMIs. But now, in external commercial borrowings, some dollars came in. Okay. And in debt servicing, some dollars are going out. Okay. So is the whole debt servicing outflow, or is only the interest payment outflow? In foreign debt servicing, the interest which I pay is the dollar outflow, because the principal amount I have already received in the form of loan. Only interest is something which I am paying as extra. Clear that? So the interest on debt servicing is basically also the outflow of dollars. Clear that? Now,